Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Couch Chat. And well, we had pastoral council elections this past week in our own little parish conclave. So maybe you've heard the results, maybe you haven't. I guess since it hasn't been in the bulletin, it will be this upcoming weekend. But the four who were elected, so representing Immaculate Conception would be Todd Dietz, representing St. John would be Tony Euchre, representing St. Joseph, Jeff Greavy, and then representing St. Lawrence, Scott Elker. So thanks to everybody who voted, everybody who participated, those nominees who didn't get elected, thanks for your generous yes, and in a particular way, thanks to everybody who serves on pastoral council, whether you're just elected or you've been on, or especially those who are time is up and they're heading on to other things in their life. So just so blessed by so many very generous people. So a couple things to maybe put on your horizon. So Memorial Day weekend, of course, is this upcoming weekend. So Mass on Monday morning is going to be at 9 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. at Immaculate Conception. Normally, Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start to summer. It's kind of when it feels like, all right, we are in summer vacation mode. And of course, we begin with Vacation Bible School. So that's happening this upcoming week at Immaculate Conception. Always a great week. We're so blessed by so many great volunteers and such a great way to begin the summer. But maybe it's also a time that you can kind of think about, well, what should I do in my faith this summer? And sometimes summer can be a time when we have an opportunity to dive into our faith a little more, but also because we're not in a rhythm, it can become a challenge for our faith, right? Maybe we're not getting up and kind of getting in the same routine that we do throughout the year. Maybe we're on vacation more. So maybe it's just a time to say, okay, what's my faith life going to be like this summer? What's my spiritual life going to be like? Maybe I've got more time because of, if you're a teacher and you don't have school, or maybe you've got less time because you're trying to run kids to baseball and all sorts of things, or who knows what. But it might be a good time to kind of ask the Lord, well, what should I do this summer? What should I do with my faith? Maybe I want to put out one opportunity, just save the date sort of thing. If you remember, we're still in the Jubilee year. I know so much has happened in the church with the new Archbishop, of course, a new Pope, all the different things happening in our own lives that 2025 is still a great Jubilee year in the church. Every 25 years we celebrate this great Jubilee. And so there are different Jubilee sites throughout the Archdiocese. And so we wanted to have an opportunity to visit these sites and maybe to take a parish trip. So we've actually got two scheduled for the summer. The first one is going to be June 22nd. It's a Sunday afternoon, and the site is the Maria Stein Relic Shrine. So visiting there gains a plenary indulgence. So we're going to take a parish trip that, we're going to invite everybody to drive themselves, but we've worked it out with the shrine that you could have a packed lunch. They're going to have two different shifts of tours available. So we want to invite everybody to come. And then the thing about June 22nd is that it is Corpus Christi Sunday. So that's the Sunday where we normally have a Eucharistic procession through the streets. And so we decided to have our Eucharistic procession over there at the shrine. So that'll start at 2:30. So you can come for any part of that, right? If you want to come for a tour, they're going to launch at 12:30 and 1:30. If you want to bring a lunch, come and bring a lunch. There's all sorts of green space. Maybe we'll have some frisbees, that sort of stuff, if people are going to be outside. And then to participate in the Corpus Christi procession, the Eucharistic procession, from 12:30 probably to about 3:30. So it should be a great afternoon. Like I said, Sunday, June 22nd. Save the date for a little trip over to Maria Stein. And if you haven't been there, what a great opportunity to gain a plenary indulgence with that. So that's one. The other one is a bit further out. So the other Jubilee, there are two other Jubilee shrines. One is the Cathedral in Cincinnati, and then one's in the Dayton area. And it's actually the oldest Catholic church in Dayton, and it was in downtown Dayton. So August 2nd, which is a Saturday, what we're going to do is we're just going to overtake the Saturday evening Mass at Emmanuel Catholic Church in downtown Dayton. So that's August 2nd. That we'll do that. So you can come for the parish prays the rosary before Mass. There'll be confessions, just the normal parish confessions, and then I'm going to have the Saturday evening Mass there. So just we're going to kind of overtake that. We're going to try and figure out something for a meal afterwards, maybe in the parish basement or something like that. But there'll be more details. Check the bulletin, all those sorts of things. And then maybe just like a personal plug to save the date for that August 2nd trip is Emmanuel Catholic Church is actually the church that I grew up going to, and it was the place that I had my first Mass. I haven't celebrated Mass there since my first Mass. So I'm personally really looking forward to doing that. And actually today, the day that this Couch Chat is released, May 21st, is my 9-year anniversary of ordination. So all sorts of exciting things. So to wrap up, thanks to everybody who ran for pastoral council, those who got elected. We got summertime, Vacation Bible School. Think about your summer. And as you're thinking about your summer, maybe include these 2 dates, June 22nd and August 2nd, as visits to the Jubilee sites designated by our Archbishop. So we look forward to having everybody there, and they should be powerful, spiritual, rich experience. It's a Jubilee year. Let's soak it up. So thanks everybody for joining on the Couch Chat. We'll talk to you later, and more details in the bulletin about the upcoming things. So take it easy. Coffee is just so good. One more drink. Peace out.